you know, if anything happened, it's like, I'm not calling the police. I'm calling my brothers, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm like, okay, so it's like, you gotta, some people are, you think, okay, you know. No, it's different. It's different communities and levels, everything. You know? You're not gonna get what you want unless you handle it yourself, or you go to them to handle it for you, you know. But it's like you say, like, sometimes you gotta handle something yourself, otherwise, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Yeah. You gonna be looking sorry when, you know, I just think the justice system's gonna do me right.
Anytime it go bad on my end, like, cause I'm like, I love to be able to stand on that. I hate reasoning. I always can think like, say it was out of their hands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not gonna believe that because I wasn't there. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I could have done something. Yeah. I could have got it together. Yeah. I know I could have. I would have figured it out. Yeah, I would have. But if I would have done it, like, damn.
Because I would have thought a split second faster and made this move when you made that move.
Yeah. So.
That's real.
It's in hindsight. Hindsight plus a whole motherfucking different sight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because 2020 has not been good. Yeah. There you go.
2020 is decent, you know. Could have been better. Hoping 2021 will be a little better than this one, you know. It's supposed to be like, this is a good year.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
It's a great. I say it's one of my best years.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people. I would say we know how to work, like, or you know what I'm saying, maneuver without the goddamn system.
Yeah.
See, the system shut down. The people was panicking. Oh man, they're tripping. We really need to be tripping. Buy a gang of toilet paper. Buy all of the water that we can buy that you can carry. This fight over this. Damn.
I'm just like, yeah, like you can, but it's like.
It helped having all that toilet paper, though. You know? It helped having all that toilet paper, you know.
Well, how did it help?
Yeah, I didn't have to go back to get toilet paper for how long? Like, maybe like 2 months? No toilet paper?
Oh man.
That's pretty beast. That's pretty beast.
I wasn't on the toilet paper crazy either.
Toilet paper. I don't know if we got paper towel too.
Man, I bought the big whatever bundles of toilet paper anyway.
Yeah. So like those shits last forever.
Those last forever anyway. So
I was like, that shit lasted, but when that shit started, and when that shit came back in stock, I still had some.
Yeah. We were like, we didn't run out basically in between like that'd be. I think the main thing people were upset about was like they would just go and get some regular amount of toilet paper, and people would clear out the whole motherfucking thing basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Or sold it at the restaurants for like $5 a roll or some fucking stupid shit.
They give it up for free at the Sandwich Masters, you know what I'm saying?
I seen it.
Yeah, I seen they were giving them out for free at Sandwich Masters.
I wasn't grabbing it, but I seen it.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Like I got some though, but
that's that tear your ass up shit they was giving out at Sandwich Masters.
Yeah, you was about to have some Sandwich Masters.
Hey, listen, you having a fire ass sandwich, get your own damn toilet paper, okay? If you need some here, but you know.
Damn, I couldn't even order my food or something.
Did you?
You made me feel so bad about that, you know.
That's crazy. I thought that.
I'm more worse about that than the shit in LA, you know what I'm saying?
Seen those people seeing that, what do they call that? I forgot what they call the fucking word. That they seen the fucking floating city in the sky.
The balloon?
With the clouds. It happened before. It was like.
Oh, you talking about in China?
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem like a reverse city almost.
Yeah. So what do they call? What's the actual term for it? They're like, if that is what they're seeing, it's called like it's a mirage, but they call it like a super mirage. It's like called something specific. I don't know exactly what the word is.
Multiple people seen it.
Yeah, it's a mass hallucination. You
know bro. Like it looks like a fucking city in the fucking sky, bro. Like a fucking if you were to look up there and it was like. I don't even know what the word, like if you were looking at a city far away and you could barely see it, but that's how it looked, but it was closer.
Yeah, it was like foggy. It was like because it
was covered by fog. You couldn't see it.
But it was out in the clouds, like you could see like a city, like
you could see the silhouette perfectly.
The silhouette of like a city, like inside the clouds.
Shit was crazy.
So like on the news, they're gonna say like it was a mirage. You know what I'm saying? Which is believable because a mirage is an optical illusion. But the problem is with optical illusion is like. And optically means like one person is seeing it from one particular angle and it's creating that image. Yeah. But you talking about a whole different city, people seeing like
from different places.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
Come on.
That's like when you could see it, like when they had the picture across Lake Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And they were filming Chicago from the other side, like in Indiana, whatever, Ohio, whatever. And like they were like, now what you're seeing here is an optical illusion, because normally you can't see Chicago from across Lake Michigan because it's too far because of the curvature of the Earth. but like they're saying it's, but everyone is seeing the same shit.
They always try to body somebody with some words.
Yeah, this dude Rob Skiba, he got in a boat on the other side of Lake Michigan, gets it in frame so he can see Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Keeps his camera and he rides all the way there, and it's there the whole time, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an optical illusion. You know what I mean? It's actually like just an occurrence based off of how much the air pressure is.
Right.
Because you can see more or less based on how much water or whatever's in the air or whatnot, and all that bullshit. I don't know why they want to argue about simple shit. It's like they make you try and be dumb, so it's like you don't understand what's going on. That's my problem with it. You know, it's like, okay, maybe it's different than how we were told, but don't treat me like I'm slow. You know, what I mean? Like how's everybody seeing the same mirage?
For real.
You know, it's like that's one thing I'm talking about. The UFO instead of Jersey. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, like it's like a I don't know if we should like look at the clip or whatever so you can see it, see what he think. You think you can do that? Got like alt tab it. Yeah. I guess
Speaking on some UFO shit, I did look at that video. You probably seen it of that full Skinny Bob.
You messing with this, Casey?
Skinny Bob?
Skinny Bob.
Who's Skinny Bob?
And it said an alien, he's like an alien, I guess. That they.
Oh, he's like the alien on Instagram. I think I seen you talking about. He's an actual alien, like a toy or a puppet or something like that.
No, it's called Skinny Bob, and it's just like some old footage, and it's like 4 videos put together. It's really, really old, really old looking footage.
Oh, this shit is old.
No, it's from search for it today.
Yo, I don't know, but everybody stopped to see the
So they see this, you know, and like there's 1,000 videos saying that there's a UFO. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah. You look at that. What's your first thought?
I can see it being a blend. Easy.
I see like Goodyear one.
I can easily see it being a blend.
They had whole people stop on the highway. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but niggas stop for everything. Motherfuckers crash on the side and fucking stop the whole
Niggas
fucking
change their
freeway.
tire on the goddamn street and niggas pull over. How about that?
That's wild. You know what I'm saying? It's like you sitting there and it's like someone stopping their whole ride to say, okay, is your ride good? Okay, no, it's back on their journey. You know what I mean? Never see the person again. But it was weird to me because like to me it probably looked like it's a blunt party. You know what I'm saying? But like. Just all the stuff people saying that they thought it was UFO, like it's like a.
I mean,
if it's easy,
I think it could be.
Let's say.
It looks like it. It looks like it could be a UFO too. But I'm just saying.
But it's got.
Like I'm
The
agreeing.
same signal lights as like.
Yeah.
As aircraft.
Yeah, it's a what do you call it? It's going by the FAA rules by having the light on there. So I don't know if a UFO would necessarily do that.
Not at all.
You know, they'd probably just bar those rules. You know?
I remember I was driving the 17 to the 10, like past Sky Harbor, and like right where the planes are flying over the highway, and we're going towards it, and because it's so low, it looked like the goddamn plane was sitting still. That shit was crazy. Damn. That shit looked like for sure. I was damn, look at it. We're driving the train, like, oh, that's crazy. You can see people like with their cameras and stuff because they look like the goddamn plane was
That's
sitting
cool.
still.
Yeah, I've seen like that too, where the plane is like it's like coming on to you, kind of, you know, and like it looks like it's just floating in the air, you know. Yes. Now I've seen this and I'm sure this is not moving. Like I stop, I'm looking at it, it's not moving.
I'm telling you,
I've done exactly. That's it. It was exactly like that.
That shit'll make you rub your eyes.
Like, what the fuck?
Like I don't know.
And are we sure that it's not an optical illusion, or is it? Could it be? It could be stuck in like a draft, right?
Okay, check this out. Have you ever been in a plane?
Yes.
You ever been in a plane?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not happening. If you've been in a plane, it's not happening. Everybody. Okay, first off, everybody watches. Everybody's watching when the land. That's like the best Instagram story, or Snapchat story. Number 1 is when the plane's touching down. Everybody see that shit.
What if
you would know if the plane stopped? Okay, you definitely notice that shit.
We're experiencing some turbulence, ladies and gentlemen.
Do all planes have a certain sound that they play when you go in there? like a or
No.
something like when everybody sits down or welcome everybody to this.
I ain't even seen the videos no more. They just
No, I'm just saying. Don't they have like an automated something on
like
flights?
Oh, telling
They
you like
do that?
to put your seatbelt on and all this different stuff, you know.
Yeah, like what if there's like a little tune in there and just like.
I mean, that's true. It could be. I'll be wearing my earphones. I don't be listening to none of that shit.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
They
Or like
they playing with your head like that.
unknowingly
That'd be
like walk
crazy.
through like a portal or something.
It's
You
like
know,
going up
like
in a
stuff you
pressure-
can't see.
You going up in a pressurized cabin. It's not to say they couldn't put something in that mug. You know, but they could gas everybody in there. Everyone gonna go to sleep at the same time.
Yeah.
Probably. If you're one guy screaming.
They adjust the oxygen. They adjust oxygen levels to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Not like
So
to sedate you,
so it's
but
like a
to calm you
possibility,
down.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Sheesh.
That's scary.
For sure. But the plane didn't stop midair.
Yeah, yeah.
But
With,
yeah, I don't think that was a UFO. I think it was
Yeah.
a plane.
Now, what's crazy to me is like hundreds or I don't know how many people could look at it and like even that they probably got a better view of it and like maybe they've never seen a blimp before. They're saying we're in Goodyear. That's in New Jersey. So that's all totally other side of the country basically. So maybe they've never seen that like that before and it's just like whoa, you know what I mean? But it's like that's crazy to me. Basically, my thought is they could be fooled so easily. Basically, you know, it's like you see something up in the sky, and it's like you're excited. You see it, you pull out your camera, you know, got the cars on the highway driving by real fast, vroom, 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 vroom. You're trying to just get a shot. You're trying to focusing, you know. It's like you could
For real,
you could
that-
mystify yourself into thinking
For
that you're
real.
seeing a UFO. My thought is, like, how obvious was it that it was a blimp? But they still were calling it a UFO. That's my question. Because I seen it myself, and the first couple of videos I saw, because in the videos you see,
Yeah.
that was a good video that we saw. But the videos that I'd seen before, it was like totally flat looking, basically. You know, it was like totally stretched out, like it looked like there was nothing to it, basically, beyond like a disc almost. But that was just because how the video was all
pancake shape. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, the video was just squashed. I can imagine. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm wondering like how far does that go? Because that's like some Project Bluebeam type stuff, you know. It's like you don't even need to do CGI. Just put a blimp up there, and people gonna think it's an alien invasion. You know what I'm saying? Like if it had lights coming off of it, you know, and like people would have been losing their minds. You know?
Run for your life.
It's like you don't need nothing to get people, basically. You know?
You don't.
Yeah, I mean, I was convinced for a couple seconds, maybe 15, 20, even a minute watching, because like you got 50 videos watching it, and they're all low quality, and it all looks like bull. You know what I mean? So it's like, now you convince me, you convince everyone else. You know what I mean? And you could tell that could be any story. That could be any story that they want. Inject any kind of situation you want it, and that's in the reality.
For real.
Mm-hmm. That's the Matrix. Jeez Louise. Well, anyway, this is the 7th episode of the Negrodamus podcast. My name is Domain. Okay.
This one just stopped recording, so let's get the whole intro.
Okay, it's gonna be like a kind of thing. Oh, we're supposed to do it again, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now. Okay, so this is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th episode of the Negrodamus podcast. I am Domain. Okay, and
Smooth.
Trash.
okay, we just get into whether people thought it was between an alien and a blimp. No. I can't either, though, obviously, too. I'm nearsighted, though, so like, that's my excuse. So I'm nearsighted looking at the phone, you know what I mean? It's early, 7 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, it's a UFO, you know what I'm saying? I would have started digging a hole somewhere trying to get ready for the apocalypse, you know?
Where did you find this at?
It was on Instagram everywhere.
Oh.
It's like when you're on Instagram, it's like UFO in Jersey every post, basically, you know what I'm saying?
They got their algorithms down to a T, because I didn't see shit about that.
Really?
Me neither, but
Really?
I don't really.
That's wicked, man. Well, I mean, that's literally how it is, though.
It
You know?
is.
Everyone's curated to get something different, you know?
Yeah.
That's why they want your information.
That's why they get your information.
It's okay. Like we'll give you all this free stuff. Just fill out this form for us. You know, it's like easy. You
Just
know what I
tell
mean?
us, what are you thinking right now?
That's worth I don't know how much money, but each one of those is worth a specific. They pay in a lot of those cases to get that information. Like they pay per person. You know what I'm saying, to get the information. For, like they pay companies. Like it's like they'll pay like Best Buy, or that's why companies will say, and we promise we don't. we don't give it because they don't say that. That means they're absolutely selling that shit, like without a doubt. That's like crazy, really. You think about it. Get the NSA, fucking Best Buy, get your ass. And sorry, Best Buy is not one of the companies that does that, you know. But they could get your ass. They could slam your ass real quick, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So Best Buy like 2 weeks ago to get that damn new PlayStation. Mm-hmm. It's not out yet. I was thoroughly disappointed too because I was like, oh yeah, I know. If I go anywhere at Walmart, I was like, hey, you got the PS5? You know, we got the PS5. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Went there, Snap got the PS5. I'm like, damn, don't nobody got the PS5. Look for them crazy, all that shit. Like, I'm going to Best Buy. I know Best Buy got the PS5. They're like, hey, it ain't out yet. And I was like, oh. Okay.
Nobody's gonna tell me.
That's why nobody got the PS5. It's not out yet.
Like they were hyping it so much too online. I thought it was out.
I thought it was out. It looked all cool.
I was like, dang man, they got the PS5 and the Xbox new. I don't know what it's called. That's coming out too.
It's not out yet.
I don't know.
No.
Christmas, man.
I don't know when they coming out either. They haven't said. They're playing the mystery game.
That's crazy, right?
I think November probably. That's when they always launch.
They're waiting for that next stimulus check. That's what they're waiting for. They're like,
shit, that's what I feel like. Yeah. Oh, the stimulus is coming next week.
Oh my God.
They're like, fuck, I gotta spend my whole stimulus.
Hey,
that'd be the fucking worst.
So the majority of Americans don't have more than like $1,000 saved up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
that. They
no
about
stimulus.
To get both of their consoles back and give me that new one. Like, here, have your old ones. Thank you for the new ones, motherfucker.
Appreciate it. Fuck that. I feel like they just don't even like care, basically. You know, like, but it's regardless. They're just like like I don't know. It's like how long has it been since Corona started? Like
$1,000.
Less than that.
What?
The average American don't even have $1,000 saved up.
Oh.
Like say like before like all this stuff happened, basically. So you imagine like say like if someone like lost their job or something. I'm just wondering, like, what would they be doing? Like, basically they basically just be either a different job or multiple jobs or trapped, basically, right? It's like, what's the plan, basically?
You can start your own business, isn't it? You don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't have to either work somebody or start trapping.
Yeah.
You definitely can start your own business.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, I guess you have to just work with the wind, I guess, with everything that's going on right now.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different new stuff you can do, I guess, right now, with everything happening. People don't want to do stuff themselves, so it's like.
But people do have this extra money floating around now.
Yeah.
Everybody got some bread. Everybody feel like they got some bread.
I feel like that was like, well, I don't know, but like I feel like that was maybe like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying?
Bread no more?
Yeah, because people were flushed up. People were flushed out. You know what I'm saying? In April and May.
You know how people be? They just be spending their money on stupid shit.
You think, like
let me get some new clothes and some new shoes. So
like,
I can look fresh.
All the people that got
like,
that 6-7K, like I'm sure most of them spent it up. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
They don't have $500.
My dumb ass is working. Y'all are getting hella bread. I should. It's cool though. It's cool.
Real.
Hey, I'm still buying clothes.
No, I feel it.
Shoes.
No, I feel
me
it.
and the family.
I feel it, but you have a family. Like you have a reason to buy that stuff.
Not because they need it.
I
It's not because they need it, but it's for fun. I like to blow bread, but you got bread, you blow it.
Exactly.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Your bills is paid. All right. Everybody got food in their belly.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Your responsibilities is covered.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing that you need to have is stability.
Right.
Yeah, that money important, but that's the second one we're gonna talk about. That's funny. That's right to the motherfucker, man.
I got you.
I
got you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, do you think that like money is important to everyone? Specifically, do you think money is important to like say like women? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they go like? So, is that how important is that in regard to you, like in a relationship and everything, or even not in a relationship, just talking to a motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like that's what I was thinking about earlier. Saw it on Instagram.
Okay. Well, no, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead, sir. I'm going
my thought would be like it's person to person, probably more so no, probably. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like to me, it's probably more so like status or like just like a overall how they perceive you to them, basically. You know, so like if you treating them right or if that's what they want, because some people don't want to be treated right, you know what I mean? But like it's like if you treat them right or they're getting what they're expecting out of it, then that's gonna be okay with them. If that's what money is to them, then that's what's gonna be. But I think the majority don't care as long as you provide, as long as you can make shit happen.
Okay.
As long as you make shit happen.
There you go. As long as you, that's why I said stability.
Yeah.
If they can count on you no matter what, and when times is tough or not tough, that they're gonna be straight. Yeah. But like the main thing is that as a man, it don't matter what you're doing. You got to be getting bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to be getting bread. I mean, you can get this here. Somebody might give you that there, but it's a go and get it type of world. You got to go and get it. So and everything is capitalism. So we live in a capitalist society. You got to buy your shit.
That's
and as a man to feel stable, what you need. If you got your family, you got to have a crib, whatever. You got to have a whip, this kind of stuff. So then it looks like maybe it is more tangible things that they're looking for. Because I know females like, oh, he don't got a car, I'm not gonna mess with him.
Right.
Now that sounds like some fucking shallow ass shit, but when you really think about
that makes sense.
Nigga, so
nigga,
you're not
I ain't
driving
trying
to work.
Fuck with a bitch that got no car.
That part. I'm not trying to pick you up every time neither. You damn right.
Mm-hmm.
You damn right. And then that gets even deeper into gender equality and all that type of stuff because it is what it is. They're just looking for stability.
Yeah.
But stability to us looks like money.
Mm-hmm. That's real shit. But I think people get lost in that, you know what I'm saying? And then like they don't realize like they could have a lot of money, but they're not still providing a stable situation anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, you could have all the money in the world, but you're still not providing though. You know what I mean?
That part.
Like that, it's I don't know. It's just crazy to think about, basically. You know, how do you feel about it, man?
Man, I agree with what Tax said. Like it's more of like a mind thing. Yeah. Because it's like he was saying, like they just see the money as like a form of stability. Mm-hmm. Like you gonna be there to hold them down.
It's
like,
kind of a receipt.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, oh, you gonna have me no matter what. Like pretty much like back in the old days. Like I'm looking for a certain type of guy that's gonna be able to protect me and provide like food or whatever, like the things that I need to survive. It's like an organism type thing.
It used to be about protection.
Yeah. But in this matrix now, it's just about fucking, having
that iron,
paper money,
you know what I mean? You know, swinging that shit back then, boy. Like, we were watching them Western. They were shooting. I guess it's not real life. But dude, he was shooting. He was throwing the gun. Like he was throwing the bullets. I was like, damn. Like I don't know who he's shooting. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good, man. Y'all should watch Grit if you don't watch it. That's a really good channel. Get that shit for free.
That's why I was like, the name of shit. I need to be watching.
Grit, yo, they had Adios and me go on last night. That's with Richard Pryor and some other dude.
Oh, okay.
It's black. Yeah, that was a good one. Cause like all the westerns you watch, it's like you'll see like one brother in all of them basically. And if he is talking, he's talking like you can imagine. You know, it's like. Imagine Huey from the Boondocks. The exact opposite of that, how they be talking in the westerns basically every single time.
I hate that it bothers me so much. I hate that it bothers me so much because it really does.
Oh my god,
I can't watch it.
This shit, they're really good though. It's like the whole like atmosphere and shit. It's like I don't know. Can you even do that anymore? Like it's like you had to get that kind of camera. It's like,
okay.
I already knew where you were going. I was like, damn.
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah, man.
He said, okay.
We need clarity.
Oh my god.
They motherfucking better not. Don't even think about it.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I wouldn't think about it like that. No, that's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's just like how does like film? Is that just like a grain effect? Could I go? I need to find out a LUT inside of Da Vinci that can make that makes it look like a western, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something.
It's just something about it. I feel like I wish that that's what I wish there was more like black movies. You know what I'm saying? And that were in that time frame made, because it's like you can't go back and like make it with the same kind of equipment and everything. Oh, I guess you could, but it'd be like a whole fucking undertaking, basically, right? You know, it's not gonna feel the same. It's gonna feel like some fake shit, basically. Like and not like some fake shit, but like if you watch like the movie True Grit, like the new one with who's the guy that plays the dude inside of
I've seen neither.
Oh, okay, well, I'll put on here who the dude is and whatever his name is. He's like a famous like actor or whatever. But like what the hell was I talking about?
I know John Wayne.
Oh yeah. Like like that was good. They got me right back on it. Like True Grit, like the old movie versus the new movie. Like the new one is like, it's badass. It's like it's like you're like, it feels like you're like riding in like the Wild West with them like right there. It's like you could like almost like smell like the gunshots and everything, and they spilling the coffee on the ground and shit. You know, it's like you like there. You know, but watching the old one is like totally different. It's like it's like the way people move. Like you can't teach someone to move like someone from like the '60s anymore. Basically, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't teach someone to move around like someone who's grew up in that time period. I don't know. I guess I'm just like geeked out on how to. If you look at movies from different time periods, they don't even know how to act basically differently. You know?
Oh, you ready?
What was it? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's the challenge of the century. You know what I'm saying?
He said challenge of the century.
It's like, as far as being a connoisseur or something, you do it for. Let's see, I'm 28 now, right? 28, right? Gotta check my ID, and I started smoking when I was like 17 or so, I think. So like 10 years. That's 11 years. That's. Let me put this on mute. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like what? Unbelievable, guys. You know what I'm saying? Party foul, put the party foul sticker on there, you know? You do something for like 10, 11 years, you expect to be an expert on it, basically, you know? But, I don't know. I think I'm just a fan, so, you know? Like, I haven't got to that expert level yet, you know? I'm not on that master level. You know, I'm not certified master kush yet, you know?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about westerns.
Oh, yeah. Talking about that West stuff, you know, some that Northwest Coast stuff, you know. It's like I wonder, it's like, yeah, it's like a desert, you know, but and they're doing all this indoors, but still like the air that comes in through the filters and everything, it's got to be like desert air. So the weed and stuff that's grown here, you know, is desert weed.
Goodness.
You know,
bro, you're back and forth with me. I'm hearing you. All right, but no, it's not just about. Oh, okay, this is from out here.
What?
This is from out here.
I can't answer that question.
The El Nino.
But we'll just say yeah.
That's what it's about. The El Nino.
El Nino.
The moisture in the air.
No, that shit's crazy. Man, that's old legend right there. The El Nino.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's a real thing.
Most of the legends are real too. Just based off of like what though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back and be like, oh shit. This is some fake shit.
Tastes good. Tastes good.
Does it actually taste like it's supposed to be cherry pie?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. It'd be cool if they could like infuse actual like food into weed. You know what I'm saying? Like not just weed into food. You know, like they put in the soil, like they make cherry pie in the soil. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think they got bees on certain, like just in a certain little system or whatever, and the honey that they made,
bees?
like had CBD and THC in it or something like that, right?
Shit, yeah, let's get it.
Something like that. Pretty sure.
I'm with it.
Bees pollinated weed, some shit like that. I don't remember. But Brian showed me that.
That's pretty cool. That sounds like shout out to bee wax and yeah.
Bees Weezy.
Boys are crazy on that shit, man. Yeah, like that's why I like honey so much because it tastes good. And number one, and two, like it's got that the pollen from the area. So if you eat like the local honey, it's like it's like anti histamine or whatever's the one that works for your nose and your sinuses, all that, you know. Wow. So it'll help you with not getting like allergies and stuff as much because like you have it like.
I did not know that.
For real.
Wow. We got Southwest honey, and she's like, "What's Southwest about?" I was like, "Shorty, I have not a clue." But it does look different than clover honey. And all the that's real.
Oh, thank you.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I guess it should.
Did not know that. It's good to know. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of weirdness to that. Like, it's like everything's connected, like, with everything. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not that weird.
it's almost like someone designed this shit, you know?
Or it's all the same thing.
Sounds like some Gnosticism right there.
Huh?
Sounds like some Gnosticism right there.
We're all one organism. Very complex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, against the demiurge. Man, is this one of the no, this is the white owl, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty good shit, man. Need like an extra ashtray. This shouldn't be a sandwich right there.
I think,
I definitely didn't mean to do that. Here, just have it.
Seemed pretty good, but you did.
Shake and move.
You know, I said shake it back.
Shake it back.
Thank you, man. Speaking of cannabis. Yeah. So like I know last week we were talking about all that stuff basically, and I couldn't find a lot of evidence one way or the other pretty much. I mean, well, a lot of one way, but I didn't look the other way, so I can't say that like that I found a lot of evidence both ways. You know what I mean? But like something in regards to all that, like when I was talking about like the floods and shit, it's like we were watching these videos and they were describing basically the cataclysms and like how like in the past there's been a bunch of like floods and like basically like real tumultuous like weather patterns happen and like they like totally change around the earth and stuff. Like and you look on the map, like 1500, like 1500, 1400, 1300, all on the map, different maps. You know what I'm saying? There'll be like an island there, like say like an or a lake. And this example will say this lake was called Lake Cannabis. You know what I'm saying? And like you look at all the maps, it's there basically. And then like you jump ahead like from like 1500 to like 1600, and it's no longer on the maps anymore. Okay, so it's this, but in that same spot it's like a mountain range that's shaped in the same shape of the lake though, basically. Man. You know what I mean? And like and then like going forward, that's how it is on all the maps, you know. And then you could do the same thing with like a whole bunch of different islands that say like like in the same area where like Plato and like a bunch of people described where like say like Atlantis would be. Yeah. There's like a huge island that's in the exact shape, like basically in the description of how Atlantis was supposed to be shaped, pretty much. And it's like right in that spot. You look on the satellite, and it's like a sunken underneath the water, like it's a sunken continent, like underneath the water, basically, you know. And it's like 5, 10, 11, 12 different instances of the same thing, where it's like you look on a map, and it's like after a certain time period, like whole islands and like areas just disappear off of maps. Like you look at early maps of America, and California was like an island. So instead of being like like just, you know, like on the shelf how it is now, it was disconnected, and like so like the water like totally had it like disconnected from the rest of the country. And then you go forward like 100 years, and all the maps show it with how it is now. You know what I mean? And it's like it kind of makes you think about when like living in the desert so much. It's like I was talking to him like driving out here, driving to LA, about how a lot of the mountains look like they're not mountains. How they could be either like say like either buildings or structures, or I think even trees in some cases. You know what I mean? Because I think it's like everything got like blowed down pretty much, you know, and like it moved around like all over the place. I don't know why or how or anything specifically, you know, but I just know like that's what they're talking about in all the different books, you know what I mean? And the time periods don't match up with say like the floods in a lot of instances. Like a lot of characters and stuff, they may match up time period wise, but like there's multiple different instances of the floods and stuff happening all through time, you know. And like there was one thing like inside of, like Plato's book where he was talking about, and like in Plato he was talking about where he was. Oh, thank you. He was talking to like an Egyptian priest, and the Egyptian priest was basically talking shit to him, so, saying how like the reason why you guys are so behind on everything and how you don't have any technology like we do is because you guys didn't keep any records of anything. So after the last cataclysm, you lost everything. So you're starting back from zero. It's like you're like babies.
Cause like nobody knows how to do nothing.
You know.
It's like how you can like, fuck. We wouldn't know how to fucking make electricity and run the plants. We could learn, but it's like, we don't have a nigga that's gonna teach us. That shit's gonna be hard as fuck.
For real, man.
Some niggas might have to die.
He tells him. he tells him there was multiple cataclysms. We got records going back like 3 or 4 different cataclysms. You know what I'm saying? Because we wrote it in. Because he describes how they wrote it down and everything. I mean, it's just like, "Ah, motherfucker, you know, we better than you, you know." But like, the whole idea of it's pretty crazy to me. Thinking about how like the shit changes all around. Be a lake here today, and it's gone next week. You know, it's like Mount St. Helens when that shit blew up. You know, like think of that on like a huge scale, pretty much. Like that shit like moved around like so much fucking mass, and it happened in like instantaneously, pretty much. Like I think it's a whole like electrical system like with this whole planet basically. So it's like anything like that could happen like whenever, as long as like the stars or the shit is in the right position. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wish I knew more about astronomy. I'm gonna give me a goddamn telescope or something. I'll be looking. I don't know what anything is up there basically. You know?
Yeah, bro, that's interesting.
I'll be thinking like, damn, baby, like look at that fucking star over there. It's like bright as, and it's like a plane. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that like I actually know what I'm talking about looking up there and stuff, you know. Yeah, that's just something I want to talk to you about. just a weird idea of like how like there's towns and lakes and places and they weren't there before, you know, like the Great Lakes, like on old maps the Great Lakes weren't there, you know what I mean? But it's like it's the biggest lake system in all of the country, you know what I mean? So they forgot it, you know.
Right. World. Something like that.
I think I don't want to say that, but yeah, I know definitely in this in all of North America for sure. In all of the Americas is the biggest lake system, but they just omitted that shit, you know.
I mean, I just don't believe the Earth is flat. I'm sorry.
I mean, it don't have to be flat for the maps to be talking about.
Well, okay. I mean, the lake, whatever, Lake Cannabis. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
right.
It could have been a volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been something there, whatever. We're just like that. We don't know because we wasn't there. But something explodes or something breaks in or whatever.
I like that.
You know, sinkholes. It's just, you know what I'm saying? The Earth is not perfect, and it definitely moves around.
All right.
I mean, though, it's just the way I was taught or whatever. That's what they told me. This is just all I know until.
Well, my whole thing is it's described as being like the Earth is described as being like moving at a more steady pace, like over millennia. But what I'm saying is this shit's happening like flashing overnight. Like I don't think there's continental drift going inch by inch every year. Like what I think is like maybe a little bit, but I think it's like like that motherfucker like
that shit
like
sounds
like
crazy.
every 500 every 1,000 years because like when you look at the time periods to which shit's disappearing on the maps, it's like on increments of like of like the sun like having different levels of electromagnetic like interference. But so sometimes it's like the sun's emitting like a maximum of solar activity, and sometimes a minimum. And when there's a minimum, there seems to be more of this crazy shit happening on the planet.
Yeah.
So it's like every time there's a minimum, you thinking, oh, is there going to be something going to happen? Pretty much is the theory based off of what I'm talking about, and it's like I'm just wondering like I don't ever what I was wondering about it in regard to it, but it's something you said like about it, like it's just weird to me, man.
No, that's very interesting. That's.
You think something gonna happen soon? Are we at a solar minimum?
We are at a solar minimum.
We're at a solar minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's like that's why everything is so like why they're always talking about shit changing all the time. because they're expecting something to happen, basically. You know,
Everything's happening slowly though.
no, it's happening slowly, but it's like someone like someone turning a knob. It's like so they're about to. It's like they're turning like. they don't turn it. It stays off, and then they start turning it, and they rip that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And as they rip it, it stays there for a while, and they'll wait. They'll come back and they'll start turning again, and then when it starts turning, you know, they're about to rip that cord, basically. You know what I'm saying?
So you think they're about to rip the cord?
I don't know. It could happen another time. It could happen like 100, 200, 300 years from now. I'm not really sure because, like I said, I don't know. I haven't looked into it that much. It's just weird to me that it's happening on a quicker scale than I was taught, basically. Like that's my perception of it, you know. So like it's just like how much more shit is like that? Cause say like if shit's switching that quickly, you know what I mean? Like 1,000 years ago, like everything could have been totally different, and everything could be a lie, basically. You know what I mean? Like you go back even like 100,000, like not 100,000, like 5,000 years. It's like the whole country or a whole planet could be totally different, you know. It could be like a Pangea. Like it could have been one giant thing, and then I was and it switched back to how it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be fucked, you know. Overnight.
Fucking
like, you like say like the flood story, you know. Like what if it was like the world was like super populated like that with I mean like the Abrahamic flood story specifically, you know. But like what if that like made it the world how it is now? Because it's like we're kind of on like a ocean world, on a water world, which is a pretty badass movie. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it before. Yeah, that was a good one. You know what I mean? That's that MK Ultra programming into your head that you know, like, so it's like, okay, here's what you're gonna be doing when the world floods. Like they let you know what to do in every situation, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's malicious and evil, but at the same time, I feel like the government has their back in that way. You know what I mean? They're trying to help us in the only way that a tyrannical dictator can. You know what I'm saying? It's by programming your mind like some kind of mad fucking scientist, basically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thanks.
He said thanks.
So like, there would have to be like space for like the land to move, like, or are you saying that they're just big ass islands? There's like water underneath it.
I'm saying like it's like there's an island like
I'm
islands.
talking about North America. Let's just say or
okay.
the continent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think the continent is like an island, or it goes all the way down to the core of there?
Oh, I don't know. It's like the question of like if the whole continent can sink or just like part of it, man. Is that what
Well,
you
it's just big enough to just
hopefully not. I'm hoping
float in the water.
I'm hoping it's like a slowly day-by-day process, and like we don't have a bunch of refugees, but we still end up with like an ocean beachfront, maybe like an hour from here. You know what I'm saying? That'd be that.
It's okay.
I mean, there's gonna be if something like that happens, it's gonna like, dude, like you look up in the past, like they had I don't mean to interrupt you. They had like stories of people like a town. 50,000 people died overnight, where the whole town just went underwater, like and like it wasn't just that it just like the ocean swept, like they got sucked down, like and nothing came back up.
Sounds fucking crazy.
Like all the buildings, they said not a building, not a soul came back up out of like 50,000 people, basically, you know, like and like multiple instances and stuff like that happening, like just masses of people disappearing overnight, and I'm just like nothing like that has happened.
Could you
know?
imagine? Just sitting here, like what the fuck?
Well, the only thing I can imagine is from the movie I've seen, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's why I think it's like it's training, pretty much. You know, that's what the movies and all the video games are about. You know, it's like it's simulation. You know, it's like VR is the next step of that, just to like get your ass 100% of that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know. It's I don't know how I feel about that. Think about that now. You know what I mean? It's like, is that good? Bad? I guess it's good in a way, you know, because like people won't go into shock. Because I think like if something that happened before, people probably went into shock. They probably acted like they were like totally like brain dead and went into shock.
People are still gonna go into shock, bro.
Yeah, but if they could,
especially the older people,
because
they're not gonna be able to fathom like like once. I don't know. I don't know how the brain works when you get older, because I haven't gotten that old yet. But I would think, like, as far as what I perceive from older people, that it would be harder for them to see something out of like their paradigm because they've been living in that paradigm for so long. So to see something so drastic from that, it's like that's fucking impossible. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah.
That shit could break your brain.
Yeah, man. Cognitive dissonance is
Instantly.
real.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Like somebody getting disintegrated in front of you.
Like
What the?
Yeah. That's like war PTSD shit, you know.
Right.
People go to war and it's like they totally change basically when they
I
come
seen
back.
some
Yeah.
videos,
Found
some
midget.
military dude talking about the reptilians,
Oh, my
describing them and everything, like saying like, oh, like their skin's like thin and like their bones are more brittle than ours because on their planets they supposedly have 2 suns. So, and that fool's just like he's just talking about it, and those fools are just sitting in a circle, just fucking asking that fool questions, and that fool's just like talking about it and describing everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
Now, are these reptilians supposed to be like disguising themselves as humans? Is that what I'm hearing?
There's multiple different takes on it.
Okay,
That's
let me
the
hear
whole
it.
thing. Yeah, like there's one take that like I've heard that one. The main one that I've heard is from like this guy's his name like Phil Schneider or Phil something, I can't remember his white guy, but like he talks about like he talks about how like he works for the government and he's a geologist and like he's certified geologist, like professional geologist, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But like he the reptilians like well, let me just start from the beginning. He they have him working underground in underground tunnels in cities, like basically because the government has like.
And like he told these people, who did he explain this to?
He talked about this and giving speeches and stuff, and like he went on the news a couple times, but like
Okay.
but he had a lot maybe like 4 or 5 different speeches you can see online that he talked about it, but like basically he described it like the government had like 50 to 100 different underground bases in cities just in this country, and there's multiple one of them all over the world basically, you know, and it's like they're like bunkers, and like there's over 100,000 people living underground, and like all the Black Project money and all the money from the military shit and everything, it's all going to these underground cities and everything, and that's the reason why it's like we basically write a blank check to the government every year, and all the money we have is going to this shit. But anyway, he was working with them on one of these cities, and they were drilling down, and like they drilled down too far basically, and when they broke through, it's like some noxious shit came through, and it was like what the hell, basically smelled basically really bad. But they went down to investigate it, and it's like they like drilled into basically like one of the reptilian bases that was underneath there. Like basically this was the first discovery of his claim. This was the first encounter that they had with the reptilians, basically, in who knows how many hundreds of years, basically, is what he said. And like they drill down into this hole, and they go down there, and these motherfuckers are different than these ones you described. These motherfuckers is big. Like these motherfuckers is like 6, 7 feet, 8, 9 feet tall or some shit like that. And like they just immediately start shooting at each other basically, because like it's like military. So it's the military guys that are going down there, and like out of the 50 people that went down there, he's saying he's like one of like 2 people that survived basically of all the people that were on the research team. He said everyone else was killed basically when they went down there, because like the reptilians came back up and were like killing them basically. But like he claimed that he got attacked himself too, because like he's missing a finger, and he's got like a whole burn in his chest. And when he says like he goes down there, he's like shooting at the reptilians because he had a little welter pistol, you know what I'm saying? That's all he had, because he's just
The story's getting more and more fantastic about this.
I know. It's fucking crazy, man. But he's shooting at him, and it's like headshots, and don't worry, like their sensitive areas like here or whatever. So like that's the only way like to kill him, and whatnot. But like they're like just shooting. They like shooting like lasers basically. The reptilians they're doing like this, and like they shoot a laser like that out, and like which is funny because in Half-Life, that's what the aliens do in Half-Life.
Yeah.
Like they go.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah. But this is someone describing this in the I don't know what it's the 80s. So this was before Half-Life came out. So but Half-Life probably got that from watching it.
Yeah.
This is probably some extreme alien canon here. You know what I mean? But like, so he's trying to drag some dude out. He gets blasted basically, and he loses all his hand basically. His hand's totally melted, and he's got like a whole spot, and he's like really really fucked up. He's actually really really fucked up looking. So it's like it's either he fell down in a fire or something happens to him. I don't know what. You know what I mean? But like he describes him as pretty fucking wicked basically. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was saying that like all the military bases and everything, like they're all connected to the underground bases, and like there's like tunnel networks all throughout the country, and there's a couple maps of the shit too. I'll put it up online so people can see what I'm talking about. But it's like it's pretty intricate, and there is some credibility with how to connect to all the different military bases being right on top of them, and like. My problem that I hate with it is that it connects with like the pedophilia thing, because like the reptilians, what they want from us, because like this is what he alleged, because he went all into it through all his different videos and shit, but like, was it they were after like the pheromones inside of our head. We are food to them. That's all we are to them. It's just food. And like the pheromones that we produce is like it's like gets them high basically, and it's like it's crazy because he was talking about all this before, like it was like a fad to be talking about like the elites eating people and all this shit. So it's just so weird hearing him talking about it way in the past. But anyway, he had like multiple attempts on his life, like people were trying to kill him basically. He killed a fucking Fed that was trying to kill him. Some Fed guy broke into his house trying to kill him, and he shot the Fed fucking dead basically. You know what I'm saying? I need
to see police reports. I need all of this.
So eventually he ended up getting murdered though. Like so he he had like he survived like 3 attempts, but then I think they eventually did kill him. Like they shot him dead basically. Like, but I don't it's like he was ex-military, was ex with the shit. He could be making shit up, and but even if one piece was true, the people would want to kill him. So it's like I'm not saying everything he was saying was true. That's one reptilian county, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell one more reptilian county if you want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? So there's this guy, it's called Kyle Odom, okay? He's like he's like this regular dude, he's like a college student, I can't remember where in state he's living in, I think it's in Iowa. But like, he's studying to be an engineer or some shit, and he learns about like astral projection or something, and like, he's using the astral projection to like really relax himself, and it's like he starts to like really get into it, you know, and one of these times he's doing it, he feels like he's having like a breakthrough almost, because he's like listening to those tapes where like it like helps you like get your mind in the right state of mind, you know what I mean? And he encounters like this special like beautiful being, you know what I'm saying, and it's like he feels like it's almost like an angel or something, you know, and he's almost but he has like a bad feeling about it, and like I can't remember exactly what happens with the interaction with like the spirit or whatever he saw he was astral projecting, but it was like it found out being really bad, and he kind of exited out, just woke up and okay, that was weird, whatever, you know. And then the following weeks after that, you know what I'm saying, everything's going really good for him. He gets into his STEM graduation, STEM grad school, whatever, you know. He's getting like pushed forward in everything that he's doing, you know what I mean? And everything's coming really easly to him, like all the math problems stuff that was hard to him. Everything's he took the red pill, he unlocked like the cigarette, he feel like he has coffee all day basically, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like charged up, and he has like a weird interaction with one of his classmates, you know what I'm saying? And and then he starts noticing more and more weird interactions with people, and like he notices that he's being like followed around and stuff, and that people were like stalking him, like he's being like gang stalked. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like where it's like multiple people are like following you and like messing with you and stuff, and like just like it's like fuck, it'll be like 20 people like all day, no matter every time you go out somewhere, someone's just fucking with you basically, you know what I'm saying? And like they're like it's like and like this is like more one of the schizo stories of someone describing that someone was happening to them, you know, and like he starts having like where like people were like staring him down on the bus and like looking like they're messing with something, and he starts having like effects happening to him, like he's having like shit with his blood pressure, like making him like have like like weird shit with his body, you know, like making him get like erections when he doesn't want to, you know what I'm saying, and making his like brain like have like anxiety attacks like out of nowhere, you know, when like nothing's happening to him, you know, like he'll like wake up out of his sleep like with something happening to him, you know, and like he's thinking that it's something that's attributing to these people that's doing it to him, and like then someone comes to his door and basically tells him like, here, do this, basically, like you have to do this now, you know, and it's like an invitation to a church, you know, and like he gets invited to this church, and like one of the churchgoers like they're talking to him and they're all like, kind of weird or whatever, you know, and like he goes and sits with like the pastor, and the pastor's talking to him, and he looks at him and he looks at him and he reveals his like face to him, is what the story is, you know, and he shows him that he's a reptilian just like for like a moment and puts it back, you know, and like, just kind of explains what's happening to him, saying like you're acting kind of crazy, you need to calm down, basically, is what the pastor tells him, you know, like you're gonna basically just chill with us pretty much, and that's gonna be it, you know, and like so like then like he's expected to go to this church every day or whatever, you know, a whole bunch of shit like that, basically, and like he ends up like going and shooting the pastor, he well they told him they were like Mars and all this shit, all this bullshit, you know what I mean? But he ends up going and shooting the pastor, and he shoots the pastor like 6 times, like close range or something, like multiple times in the head, you know, and the pastor like survives, and like he's saying this like there's no way that I killed him with like I shot him with like hollow point rounds like at point blank range, and like in the head like multiple times, you know, like they're saying I shot him 6 times, I shot him like 12 times, because he had put out a manifesto about this whole thing, you know. But it's like basically I can't remember if he got caught or if they killed him or what happened with him, basically. But like that pastor, he like survived, like he was like out of the hospital like almost immediately, from what I understand. Like they were saying like something, he was out of the hospital like the next day or some bullshit like that, like so he missed all his vital organs or something is what they said. But he was like I can't remember if he was an ex-soldier or what, so that's why it was like bullshit that he missed all his vital organs, but whatever, you know what I mean. But there's a lot of weird stories like that, you know, that you can't really prove or show. But that pastor now, he's running for it, and like I think won like he's like a congressman or something now. What? Yeah.
What's his name?
It's like Pastor. I don't want to say Pastor Nick, because that's the guy from Simpsons. Okay. I was trying to think the whole time. I don't want to say it's Nick, but I'll put up the name of the pastor on there. Like, yeah, it's Kyle Odom is the dude's name, but like yeah, like I don't know what it is with people with like there's a lot of different stories about different spirits and aliens and all whatnot, you know. Like I don't know if any of it's like, it's like, if you're working for the government, I'm supposed to believe what you're talking about now, you know. It's like say like you say like people in the CIA, you know, like they say you never out of the CIA, like
you never out of the KGB.
You never out the KGB. Yeah, I mean, it's like
one way out the KGB.
It's only one way out the KGB, bro. Yeah. You ain't no passport neither.
No, you need no passport. That was good.
That's why.
That was good. That's good right there.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, come on. Oh man, that's pretty good. Well, I don't want to cut it like super short or anything, you know what I'm saying? But like I just want to hit him with a quick combo, you know what I'm saying? Real quick one time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let them have something to look up real quick, as we put a lot of bullshit on them real quick, you know. Yeah. So this was the 7th episode of the Negrodamus podcast. Okay. My name is Domain. Okay.
Smoke. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. That's good.